Namaste students, welcome to statistics class and we are discussing about here measures of central tendency. So till now we discussed three averages, that is arithmetic mean, and in case of arithmetic mean we know that three kinds of arithmetic means are there, that is simple arithmetic mean and weighted average arithmetic mean. Then nextly we discussed the median, which is the middlemost value when a series of data when it is arranged in an order. Then in the previous session we discussed about mode, and two more averages are remaining, that is geometric mean and harmonic mean. So today we will discuss about what is geometric mean. Now geometric mean, it is a nth root of product of n observation in a series. Geometric mean is a nth root of product of n observations in a series. See, that means now find the geometric mean of 2 and 8. How to find out the geometric mean if it is completely ungrouped? Means not here grouped or ungrouped or grouped different formulas are there. But still when you get two values or three values, now 2 and 8, how to find out geometric mean? So here geometric mean is equal to the root of a into b, that is 2 into square root of, that is 16. What is the geometric mean? 4. So their geometric mean is 4. Now one more example. Find the geometric mean of, that is 1, 5 and 25. Find the geometric mean of 1, 5 and 25. So how will you find out? Geometric mean of, that is the cube root of 1 into 5 into 25. You get that 125. So here it is 5. The cube root of 125 is 5. So that's what we call the geometric mean. It is the nth root of, the product of number of observation 2, square root 3, the cube root of in a series. So it is a nth root of the product of observations in a given series. So that we call it as geometric mean. Here in case of geometric mean, how we had formulas in case of arithmetic mean and median, mode. Here also we have set of formulas. Now here you see, if it is a 3 observation or 2 observation, how we need to find it. This kind of, for example, find geometric mean of 2 and 8. This will come for 1 mark. Find geometric mean of 1, 5, 25. This also will come for 1 mark. These kind of questions, it will come for 1 marks, and 5 marks you will get this kind of ungrouped and grouped problems. Now here, firstly we'll take the formulas. If it is ungrouped, your geometric mean formula goes like antilog of sigma log x divided by n. This is the geometric mean formula for ungrouped. If it is a grouped, then their geometric mean is equal to antilog of sigma f log x divided by n. F log x divided by n. So this is the grouped formula. In case of grouped, discrete and continuous, you have same formulas. So here, in case of geometric mean, you have two formulas. One is antilog of sigma log x by n. One more is for grouped, antilog of sigma f log x by n. Grouped means you have frequencies. So capital N, number of frequencies. Here number of observations. How many number of observations are there? Here the total number, the total of n value. What is the total of n value that you get here? Now, actually we will discuss the problems here. When you observe the formula here, you need to require here the log. log of x. Log you need to find out, and we have seen how to find out the log, and here it will be more clear when we find out the log here. So now firstly we will move towards the problems directly. Now here you need to remember what is geometric mean, and here as I said, one more question means if it is find the geometric mean of 2 and 8. Root of 2 and 2 into 8 you need to find out. That is for 1 marks. And here you have two formulas. One is for ungrouped and other one is for grouped. Ungrouped it is sigma log x by n, and grouped even discrete as well as continuous, same formula, antilog sigma f log x. The difference is here only log x, here f into log x, here capital N, here small letter n. Now we'll move towards the problems. See the problem there, the first problem. There, calculate geometric mean for the following. When we observe the data, these are nothing but ungrouped series. These are nothing but ungrouped series. Firstly, we will take the problems there. Solution. Calculation of geometric mean. Now, we'll write the x values which they have given: 65, then 169, 11, 112.5, 14.2, 75.5, 35.5 and 250. How many observations are given? 8 observations are given here. 8 observations are given. Now, if it is ungrouped data, geometric mean, we will write for ungrouped data. Now, firstly, we write the formulas for ungrouped data. What is the formula? That is, geometric mean is equal to antilog of sigma log x divided by n. Now, if you see the formula, we know the value of n, that is nothing but the number of observations. 8 number of observations are there. Now, x we know, these are the x values, the given series x value. What we need to find out? The log of x we need to find out. Actually, we need to find out log of x. Now, log x we need to find out. As I said, in case of log, we have two parts, that is mantissa and characteristics. That is characteristics and mantissa. Characteristic is a value which comes before decimal. How to write the characteristics? Now, how many digits? 2 digits. Minus 1. 1 point. These are the characteristics. Next one, how many digits are there? 169. 3 digits. Whatever the number of digits, from that deduct 1. Whatever the number of digits, from that deduct 1. Now 169. Here 3 digits are there. Minus 1. So you get there 2 points. The next one, there how many digits? 2 digits are there. Minus 1. 1 point. Now here, while writing the characteristics, if you find decimal point here, you should not consider the value which is there after the decimal. You need to consider only these 3. How many digits before decimal? 3 digits. From that 3 digits, minus 1, 2 point. Here also 2 digits. Only these we are considering here. Here this we are considering 2 digits. Minus 1, 1 point. 2 digits. Minus 1, 1 point. Again 2 digits, 1 point. 3 digits. Here decimal is not there, so it's a complete figure. 3 digits, minus 1, 2 point. So we have written characteristics there. We wrote characteristics over there. Now we need to write the mantissa part of log. Now Now we need to write the Mantis are part of log. So these we call it as characteristics. How to write? Number of digits, deduct 1, 2 digits, minus 1, 1. 3 digits are there, minus 1, 2. 2 digits, minus 1, 1. This, where there is decimal, we are considering the values before decimal. 3 digits, minus 1, 2. 2 digits, minus 1, 1. 2 digits, minus 1, 1. So we have written here characteristics. Now Mantis we need to take it from the statistical table. Now 65. Now we need to look into the log table. See their log table. There, see the page number. In your exam, you will get the separate log sheets. In order to see, in your exam, you will get separate log sheet. This log sheet you will get in your exam. So from this, you have to take the value. So here 65. There, see there 65, and after 65, we don't have any other number. 650 if it is there also 65 and 65 in 0 column. Now also 65 in 0 column. Nothing is there. Here we are not finding any other digit. If here it is 0 also 65, 0. Now 65 there, 65 0 column, 8 1 2 9. Right there, 8 1 2 9. Next, 16th row, 9th column. Next, because you can find only 2 digits numbers here. So whatever 3 digits or 4 digits if it comes, that we see in the column. 3 digits if it comes. Now 16th, 9th column. We'll see there. 16th, 9th column. 16th, 9th column. 2 2 7 9. 2 2 7 9. Next one. 11 0 column. 0 4 1 4. 0 4 1 4. Next, here you see now 11 second column. 11 second column, number is 0 4 9 2. 0 4 9 2. Now 11 second column, number is this. One more number is there. While writing Mantis, we need to consider it as 1125. Now 11 second column, number we got as 0492. Now add fifth column mean differentiation. See here, fifth column. Then 11 fifth column mean differentiation, that is 19. That is 19. Now 0492 plus 19, that is a log of 112.5. 112.5 you get there. 0511. If we add here, we get there 05 here. This is the log. I hope you are clear. When we get 4 digits, first 2 digits, the row, 11th one. Second one, the column you need to see. And this fourth digit, mean differentiation. If you get 5 digits number, you are considering only 4 digits for the purpose of taking log. You can see only 4 digits in case of log. First 2 and second column of log, and fourth digit will be the mean differentiation column we need to see. And we are not considering these points and all. We consider it as a whole figure while writing the Mantis. Now 14th second column. Now 14th second column. 1523. 1523. 75 fifth column. Yes, 75 fifth column. We get 8779. 8779. 35 fifth column. Next one. 35 fifth column. We get 5502. 5502. Only 4 digit comes. We need to add mean differentiation. Now 21 fifth column. Here we have 21 fifth column. 3324. If you check there, 3324. Now with this we completed with the log. Now what we need to do? Sigma log x. Log x total. Sigma log x is nothing but the total. That is sigma log x Now totally these values. When you total, you get a 14.0461. You get a 14.0461. Now substitute the formula there. Antilog of 14.0461 divided by number of observations are 8. How many number of observation? 8 number of observation. Now divide it. Antilog of, when you divide, you get value as 1.7558. You get value as 1.7558. Now antilog of this number. Now you need to find out antilog of this number. Don't get confused. How to find out the antilog? While finding out the antilog, your antilog values will start from 0, 1, 0, 0, 0.11, 0.12. So here not this decimal, the before decimal what digit is there, that you have to exclude. Only we are seeing in the antilog table these numbers, what comes after the decimal. This we will see later what comes after the decimal in case of antilog. Don't get confused. In case of antilog, what comes after the decimal, change the table, antilog table, there 0.75, see there 0.75, fifth column, 0.75, fifth column we have number 5689. We have number here 5689. Which number is there? 0.75, fifth column. Then 8 is there. So that you have to check in the mean differentiation. 75th row mean differentiation you have to check now. When you check 75th row mean differentiation, 8th column, you get there 10. You get there 10 here. Add this 5699. Right there 5699. Now this is the antilog of this particular number, where you have to see 0.75 row, fifth column. When you see, you will get this number. Then 75th row, 8th column mean differentiation we get as 10. Add this. This is the antilog of this particular number. Now you see what is the digit here? 1. Whatever digits are there in case of antilog, whatever digit is there, add 1. 1 plus 1, 2. So after 2 digits, put the decimal 56.99. For example, here if it is 2. If there is 2, add 1, 3. So your point will come here. So whatever point you have in case of antilog, the digit number, the value which has before the decimal, add 1. So this is your antilog. Here mainly in case of geometric mean, formula is easy. You need to understand the log and antilog. How to see the log and how to see antilog. Rest of the things are easy. I hope on an average you are clear. We'll see one more problem, then you will be more clear about how to see log and antilog. Now, see there the second one, we'll move to the second problem. This is about ungrouped data. Ungrouped data, log of x. X series will be there, directly log of x. Then antilog. Find out antilog at the end, sigma log x. Now we'll see the grouped data. Their group, we have discrete data. How to solve the geometric mean. How to find out the geometric mean. Now, the calculation of geometric mean for grouped discrete data. Discrete data. Now we'll take the problems x and f. Here 130, 135, 140, 145, 146, 148, 149, 150, 156, 7. 3, 4, 6, 3, 5, 2, 1 and 1. Now, we have here grouped discrete. Firstly, we write the geometric mean formula here. Geometric mean is equal to antilog of sigma f log x divided by n. Now, firstly, we'll see the n value. What is the n value? If you count, we get here n as 31. We get n as 31. Now, we know the x value. These are the x value. What we need to find out? Firstly, the log of x. What we have done in case of previous log of x. After finding the log of this x series, then this log of x multiplied with frequency. So, f into log of x. Next column, f into log of x. Now, we write the log. Before that, for that, we will write the characteristics. How many digits? See here, decimal points are not there. So, nothing to worry. 3 minus 1, 2 point. Here also 2 point. 2 point. 2. Characteristics are all are 3 digit. 2 point. 2 point. For example, here we have 1. What happens? As I said, while writing characteristics, we are seeing only these 3 digits. These are we are not considering. So even though if it is 150.1 also, here characteristics will be 2. Okay, that is one thing. But while seeing log, there will be the difference. If it is only 150 means 15 0 column. If it is 150.1 means 15 0 column. What do we get? That we write plus first column mean differentiation we will write there. First column mean differentiation we will add it and write. That is the difference. Now, we'll see the log values. 13 0 value is 1139. 1139. Next one. Next 13 5 value is 1303. 1303. Next one, that is 14 1461. That is 14 Next comes there 14 1614. 14 6 1644. 14 8 1703. 14 9 1732. 15 0 1761. 15 7 1959. Here if you check 15 2, 15 1, 15 0, 15 1, 15 2, 15 3. Check your log table here. Now, f into log x, multiply frequencies into log x. What you have to multiply now? Now, 3 into 2.1139. There you get 6.3417. Next one, 4 into 2.1303. There you get 8.5212. 8.5212. Next one, 2.1461 into 6. There you get 12.876. 12.876. Next one, 6 into 2.1614. 6 into 2.1614. There you get 12.9684. Next one, 2.1644 into 3. There you get 6.4932. 6.4932. Then 5 into 10.1703, that is 10.8575. You get there, 10.8575. Next one, 2 into 2.1732, there you get 4.3464. Next, 2.1761, there you get 2.1761, and last one once again 2.1959. Now see, what is this column? Log x. Sigma log x. Sorry, log, not log x, f log x. Sigma f log x. When we total it, we get the value as 66.771. 66.771. Now, here, antilog of sigma f into log x, f into log x, 66.771 divided by n, it is 31. Now, when we divide it, we get the value as 2.1539. Now see there in antilog. As I said, antilog we need to see only these digits. Your antilog table, if you check, it starts from point 10, point 11, point 12. So see the antilog table. Then which one you need to see? 50, third column. For that value, add 9th column mean differentiation. 15th, 9th column mean differentiation you have to add. Now 15th, third column value. Here 15th, third column value is 1422. 1422. Now 15th, third column value is 1422. Now see there 15th, 9th column mean differentiation. 15th, 9th column mean differentiation you get as 3. There you get as 3. So here 1425. Your antilog it is, antilog here, antilog value is 1425. 1422 is 15th, third column value. Add 9th column mean differentiation, that is 3. So 1425 is your antilog. Now before decimal, what is the digit? What is the value? 2. Add 1, it will become 3. So after 3 you have to put the decimal point. So this is about which kind of problem? Group discrete data. Your calculation procedure, everything is easy. Just you need to understand how to take the log and antilog. In case of discrete, first you need to find out the log of x. Then you have to multiply with frequencies. Now, how to see the log? When you see the log, first we need to write the characteristics based on the digit. If we get decimal point, we are not considering while writing the characteristics. We are considering while writing Mankiza. 14, sixth column plus first column mean differentiation. For example, now 1461. Now we are considering while writing the digit characteristics. How many? 4 digits minus 1, 3 point. If there is no decimal, we are considering. If there is decimal, while writing characteristics, we are not considering the value which is there after the decimal. But while seeing the Mankiza, there is no difference whether it is decimal or there is no decimal point. It is 14, sixth column and first column mean differentiation. Remember, in case of writing characteristics, if there is decimal, we are not considering the value after the decimal. Rest of the things are similar. If we get 4-digit value, we need to the 4th digit we need to see in the mean differentiation. And in antilog, we are considering only the values after the decimal. And this value while allotting decimal point, we are adding one value to the value which is before decimal. So this is about geometric mean. Now today we have seen 2 problems and what is geometric mean and the formulas of geometric mean. Now we'll wind up with today's session. Tomorrow we'll see some other problems. Thank you.